Good day everybody, this is me Luke Mick here, and this is my review for The Signal. So The Signal follows three teenagers on a cross-country road trip to a college or something like that, and their technology keeps getting hacked by somebody by the name of Nomad. Their laptops and their cell phones are constantly giving them these coordinates and these weird messages to this desert, so they decide to take a little detour to check it out and see what's really going on, and from there things get a little weird. They get taken by these guys in hazmat suits, and they don't know exactly what's going on, and then that's where the movie kind of starts as this sort of psychological, in a way, thriller. So what I liked about The Signal was its story. I liked the premise of this movie. I thought it was really interesting. I thought the ending was pretty good. It was a good payoff, and there were a lot of twists and turns in this movie, and the whole thing was actually pretty intense. There were some moments in this movie that really had me kind of on the edge of my seat, and they stressed me out sometimes because there are these really tense moments where a character is trying to escape this place, and they're just about to make it, but they don't quite make it. So I mean, some of the parts of this movie I actually enjoyed. I liked the premise, but a lot of the characters in this movie are really just paper thin, especially a guy by the name of Jonah. He's kind of the friend of this couple that the movie follows. He was just really kind of goofy. He didn't really do much for me. He seemed to be overacting a little bit. I just didn't really believe his character. And another character in this movie that I thought was completely useless was the main character's girlfriend in this movie. She basically did nothing the entire time, and she complained the whole time, and she honestly had nothing to do in this movie. It was really annoying. Her character was awful. But the main character in this movie, I believe the actor's name is Brendan Thwaites. He's going to be in The Giver, and he was just an Oculus. I think that he's a pretty good actor. I liked him a lot in this movie. He did a good job carrying the thing on his shoulders, and he was believable. I liked him in this movie, and I liked his character as well, even though he was a little thin. Lawrence Fishburne is also in this movie, and he does a good job. He's usually pretty good in the movies that he's in. Nothing too spectacular from his performance, but he does his job. Now, the things that I don't really like about this movie, I mentioned some of the characters are a little iffy here and there, but this movie also uses a lot of slow motion, especially towards the end of the movie, and it just kind of felt cheesy a lot. I didn't really get into the whole slow motion action scenes towards the end of the movie, and some of the music I think that they throw in, especially towards the end of the movie, really kind of ruins the mood. But I feel like all the twists and turns this movie takes are interesting, but they're just, this movie isn't perfect. It was a good idea, but I feel like they should have done more with it. There could have been more to the characters, and there could have been less goofy sci-fi music and special effects. I don't know. I mean, it was an okay movie. It was definitely really weird. It made me feel very uncomfortable just because it was so strange, but The Signal was okay. It wasn't anything great. I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. This is me, Luke Mick, signing off. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.